Well, hello everybody. It's a beautiful Sunday evening here in the state of Mississippi. Been raining, which for now has stopped. If y'all hear that over there, it sounds like somebody's killing a dog, but I think they just out in the yard playing. I'm sitting out here on the front porch smoking my meerschaum, which you can tell is a big old, big old hunk of meerschaum. And I'm having some Baker Street from the Country Squire in it. It's wanting to whistle on me. I think I need to break down and give this old pipe a really good cleaning. Feels like it's a little bit restricted somewhere. I just cleaned it, but it's still feeling a little restricted. If you've never tried Baker Street, it is a very good English from the Country Squire. I would highly suggest getting you a few ounces of Baker Street. It's one that I have bought several times, and the last time I bought it, I bought a pound of it, and I've had it jarred up for over a year. A year's worth of age on it has not hurt it one bit. Yeah, that pipe is restricted a little bit. I'm going to have to break down and take it inside and clean it really, really good. Find that restriction in it. I do love a meerschaum pipe. I have, oh, 5 or 6 of them. I got one for Christmas. It's been over a year. Not this past Christmas, but the Christmas before. I've only smoked out of it one time. It is a dragon claw holding an egg. I may have to clean that out and get on that pipe now. Oh, I'm going to tell you. World seems a little upside down right now. There's always something on the news about somebody getting bombed again. Well, it's smoking a little better now. Most of my childhood and all of my adult life, the country of Iran has been a complete and utter thorn in the side of the United States. wanting to gurgle now. That restriction has loosened. I hate to see the United States getting involved in another country's affairs, but when you leave upwards of 30,000 people dead in the streets because they have an opinion other than yours, when you've murdered hundreds of thousands worldwide in your own country, I think that's what you would call a suicidal lunatic. Well, every old dog that gets rabies eventually gets put down. I'm just saying. If you kick that old dog enough that lays in the yard out there and tries to mind his own business, if you walk by him every so often and give him a good swift kick, he gonna bite you. Sometimes you ain't gonna like where he bites you, but I can promise you, he gonna bite you. I do know that any time people are getting, which now we got the internet, but when they're sneaking messages out saying, President Trump, come bomb us, that's pure desperation. When they had rather see a bomb come in and take their chances that bomb missed them than to live the way they've been having to live. I know we lost 6 of our soldiers. I know at least one of them was female, a couple of children, and that's heartbreaking. I have a son-in-law that's in the military. Matter of fact, me and Mama talked to him a little bit ago. Looking to have him back home around July. I hate to see the United States involved in anything like that. But somebody's got to put the mad dogs down. And unfortunately, too many other countries do not have the fortitude to step up and do the right thing. Now, I'm sure that I'm going to get on somebody's sensibilities about this. But put yourself in those people's place. What would you think of our government murdered 30+ thousand people and was going into the hospitals and murdering the ones that survived the attacks. I'm just saying. There's always going to be evil in this world. There always has been since Cain killed Abel. There will be evil in this world until the Lord Jesus Christ comes back. But when good people don't stand up and do anything about it, maybe they're not so good. Maybe sometimes you got to pull your pants up and go do the right thing. Now, it's easy for an old man to sit on the front porch smoking a very good pipe after supper and say, our military should do this or that. Because as much as I would want to go help, I doubt they'd let me wash the dishes. But I do have family in the military. My son-in-law like to lost his life in Afghanistan. By the grace of God, he come home to us. So many did not. But when you're fighting evil, and I mean pure evil in this world, when you have evil, people, if you can know, imagine, try to imagine what evil is. I don't know, maybe when they drag a baby out in the street and behead it, is that evil enough for you? What if they, I don't know, drug a pregnant woman out in the street and cut her head off because she didn't have a little rag on her head or something? Is that evil enough for you? Anytime you're fighting evil, there will be sacrifices made, unfortunately. I wish there was no evil in this world. Oh, so how I wish that. But there's everything from people abusing children, right on up the ladder. Evil will never be done away with completely. There will always be evil people in this world. But good people cannot just sit back and say, what can I do? Sometimes you got to pick up a big stick and beat that evil back. Beat it down. You're not going to do away with it. But you can beat it down. You can make it wish that maybe it had kept its head a little lower. I'm going to ask that everybody that does believe in the Lord Jesus Christ, and even if you don't, send up a prayer for those people that have lost their lives in the fight for freedom, in the fight to free them, and the ones that will die. Unfortunately, that is a side effect of evil. People are going to die. It's easy for an old man to sit out here and say, but would you give your life for a stranger? How many babies have to die before somebody steps up? I know what I'd do. Well, people, I'm going to sit here and I'm going to smoke my Baker Street English tobacco from the country squire. Please get you a little bit. You'll so enjoy it. And I'm going to smoke it in my naked girl pipe. Then I'm going to go in there and I'm going to get a cup of coffee. And I'm going to sit in my easy chair and I'm going to watch another episode of Sherlock Holmes with Mama. I've got a lot to do around here. And I'm trying to keep busy to keep my mind occupied, because if I let things like this dwell on my mind, I stay angry, because there is so much evil in this world. And sometimes I feel like I could chew the end off of a pipe. I get to thinking about it. We have nothing to complain about in this country, people. There's hunger in this country. There's pain in this country. There's homelessness in this country. But the majority of this country has a full belly at night and a roof over their head and a job to go to. The majority of us have a good life. Consider whatever your good life is. Thank God for what you do have. And I'm going to get off this subject. But send a prayer up for all the people that have lost their lives. If they're Muslim, do y'all realize how many Christians live in Iran? There's a huge Christian underground movement in Iran. Check it out. You don't believe me? Look it up. Look it up. Don't take the word of nobody. Especially an old man that might have an opinion. I'm going to set my mustache on fire one day. Love thy neighbor as you love thyself. You got to love yourself first, people. 19 minutes and 35 seconds. Love y'all. Enjoy a good pipe. And send a prayer up for those that are not so fortunate. Keep the Lord on your mind, prayer on your lips, and a pipe in your teeth. Send some prayers up for our government, that they know and do the right thing when it's needed. Love y'all.